as the sport itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the first possession of the game. Notre Dame found just enough luck of the Irish to pull out a close one against Michigan last time.
Well, it helps to be lucky, but you've also got to be good. And David, you got to give the Irish credit because their leaders stepped up in the last game and made plays.
Yeah, in the clutch moments in that clutch rivalry game. To do that, it says a lot about Notre Dame and their trajectory moving forward.
To the air on first down. Got his man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground, it's Hester. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Louisville may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from L&N Stadium every time. The Cards have been racking up road wins since the Lee Corso days, and they'll get another one today. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Turns it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. There he goes. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And look,
snatches it on the right. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back looking for help. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Wolverines are on the move. He's looking to pass. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Touchdown, Wolverines! Great job by the back on the option.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. They've got a first down here to open the period. Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Allen. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Off play action on 1st down. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the tailback. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Finds the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Reads it, fires complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff to the single running back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, the Michigan-Notre Dame rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the fight between Michigan and Notre Dame plays out.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Baylor sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Waco. That's how much they took the crowd out of it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. This time it's complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They'll go to the toss. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Here's a heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. 1 running back in the backfield, and he has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his big tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Going for the marker on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Hauls it in. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got a little space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Michigan offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Pushes for the goal line. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. He'll run it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher. You're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.